Good looking people come from today.
Brought them right on in.
If you didn't enjoy what was said thus far, you need help. Kind of help you got, not getting nothing out of it. The wrong kind of help.
Yes, sir.
To continue, this doctrine is the judgment of the world.
Yes, sir.
You know, a lot of things I've said so many times that it sounds like almost useless to say it. In that people don't listen with an open heart and open mind. What we do, and that's how we do what you might call stumble.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we get more and heed the things we've heard, oh, that's what, how'd I miss that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I thought as I hear each speaker come forth and express things for Yahweh within me, it's like I've heard the younger ones say, you see what I'm saying? You understand you see what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Now, as though, words come out of your mouth and say, you see that? And I thought about it. And Satan knows how to pick words out there.
Go ahead.
It like that, I am Yahweh. And somebody will reach out and take one of them words out that distorts the thought.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You understand?
Yes.
And then we say, well, this is really what he meant.
Go ahead.
Now, what you've done is you substituted the word. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how we can say, you can't see what I'm talking about.
Right.
You don't see words. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not with these.
That's right.
But you do see with your eyes of understanding.
That's right.
You follow?
Yes.
And once we begin to look, we say, well, it's been that way all along.
Right.
True.
You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the vein that was already talked about, I think it was the highest. In other words, it was the peak of what this doctrine is about.
Mm-hmm.
To find that you can fall or just error. You see, and Yahweh pick you up and show it to you. Then you sure that this did happen.
That's true. Yeah.
You see?
Go ahead.
Now, so what I want to say to you is this. We know and we've read that Testament is a fourth
Yes, sir.
after men are dead.
That's right.
Right? And according to civil law, that if anybody leaves you something in a will, you can't get it while they're yet living.
That's right.
That's true.
Okay? Then after they die, it may take some legal
Mm-hmm.
probate. But we got to search and make sure you're the one he's talking about.
That's right.
And usually that somebody wants to squabble about that.
Right.
That's true.
I don't see why he left it to you. Like, I don't see why Yahweh told Moses. You know he killed a man?
There was a squabble about
Right.
And he had trouble with his own sister.
it. That's right. Sure did.
Of course, Aaron, that's where he that's my brother.
Go ahead.
And thought he could do anything.
That's right. Even that.
And Yahweh just said, you love him, Moses, I don't.
Teach.
You better go tell him.
Right.
So if I tell him, he won't. Amen.
That's right.
You follow? So what I'm after is, in the same vein, what does this doctrine mean to you?
That's the bottom line.
Right.
And I tried to tell you, I'm not talking about no Joshua that came back, way back there. And listen, I'm going to just shoot from hip. That was me back there.
Yes,
Get
sir.
him up. Get him up.
Yes, sir.
And it was you back there.
Yes, sir.
So you said, well, who does he think he is?
No, we was right in there. Right in there.
See? I'm saying that same spirit, you know, how do you, look, let me show you something real easy. You know how you go to a movie, one of these soap operas, you know, tearjerkers?
Yo.
How come you become emotionally involved in something you ain't involved in? And sit there and throw that more snot rag and sit there, and the picture just gets blurry, you can't see nothing.
True.
And then some of us like go say, this may want to take the box of Kleenex with you.
Yes.
You see? Now that's not as far removed from you as you think it is. You live that
That's right.
circumstance.
That's right.
There people who have what you call vivid, and I hate to use the word, but imagination.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
But for the sake of illustration. No, but as they're telling you something, if you give undivided attention, you can see what they're talking about. They live it again, telling you about it.
That's right. Bring it right to you.
And what they do is they pick out highlights.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give you so much of a scenic description.
Go ahead.
You know, like I told you when my father slapped me about the car.
Yes.
I didn't tell you what kind of furniture and stuff was around. We had what kind of carpet was on the floor. So I took out of that scene a particular thing,
Yes.
driving at something that
Right.
disobedient, damn near got me killed.
That's right. That's right.
Now there isn't anybody in here that don't know something about that, right?
That's true.
And if you're a human, a decent human being, your conscience bothers you about it.
Yes, sir.
It does. See, so we want to know how to get rid of this that plagues us, the uncertainty of anything. Now, most of it, well, I speak for myself. I'm not poor. I'm poor. I can't afford the second O.
Yes. Get the
But and I said, as poor as I am, all these wise jackasses say they went to the moon. I know you're lying.
And the truth is true. That's right.
You understand? You ain't going to no moon. And you ain't going.
That's right.
That's right.
How's that? You ain't.
That's right.
That's right.
Now then you have something here that will give you the answers to anything going on around you.
Right.
They're supposed to, Dr. Bernard said, they're supposed to find the 10th planet.
Right.
We've been telling you about 9 attributes embodied in one,
Right.
making 10, I don't know how long.
Right.
Go ahead.
Not too many years ago, they found a cloud circling the earth. We've been trying to tell you about that cloud. I don't know how long.
Sure been trying. Right.
You see? So what I'm after is, faith comes from here. I'll go in it that way. Now, you can't go to somebody that don't know nothing about the subject matter he's teaching
Yes, sir.
and get any faith toward that personality.
That's right.
Now, what we assume is the person is telling you about it. No, but what I'm talking about, the preacher telling you about God
Come on.
that he's never seen. And hopes he never sees.
Tell it.
He won't tell you. You know why he don't want to see him? A lie.
Go ahead, Dan. Go
You
ahead, Dan.
understand? They don't want the truth to show up.
Go ahead, Dan.
You know, if you have this in your everyday life, have to tell somebody a lie, and somebody was with you, at the event you were laying somebody else and happened to walk in.
Right.
You know, like, hell, there's something matters over and don't come up.
That's right.
Well, then that you are exposed.
Right.
You understand that?
That's all right.
Now, what I'm saying is that in coming to what Yahshua did, or what people call the Savior done, you follow? As Dr. Lisa asked, and others, he came in and he fulfilled, or he declared a purpose within the eternity of himself. What do you mean when you say that? Before anything was.
That's right.
Before angels, before creation. You see? Before the planets you said you climbed, or the mountains you went up. Before that.
Go ahead.
You follow me? I teased some of them when we were riding along and said, who piled all that dirt up there? You know, like, you know, how wide sweep dirt under the rug? I call it, you see? And I do things like that sometimes to draw your attention to mountains and what they mean. You see? And running out here now on top of a mountain ain't going to get the answer to what we're talking about now. You see? But I'm saying mountains show forth an elevated state.
Yes, sir.
You see? And that's why Yahweh used mountains back here to portray that naturally.
Very good.
You see? That you might come to it spiritually. So therefore, if they went into the highest mountain, and Yahweh had come down and revealed himself, then this is the school of the highest learning.
Go ahead. Go ahead then.
That's it.
And we've come to the mountain not touched with hands.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh,
You have to translate as you come through those days.
that's right.
The principle remains the same.
Yes.
You understand? So,
Yes.
now look. Suppose you get that. Faith comes in here, and let's get it right this time. Now, mind you, now you're looking to find a Savior. You want to know, as was said, now, where did I come from, and where am I going? Or be careful what you ask.
True.
And you get a whole lot of answers, a whole lot of things you didn't ask for.
That's right.
You know why? Because this question has not yet been answered that lead to that question.
Go ahead.
I used to try to tell people, you thinking like that's going to lead to this. Well, I ain't what I've been thinking about, I know.
Right.
But this is just like this is going to lead to this. This is going to lead to that. You see? You follow?
Right.
Read.
I don't have it.
Romans 10:17.
But get what faith is first. That's Hebrews 11:1.
Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
You see, faith is a substance. You see? Are you listening?
Yes.
And in that substance is all that there is
Yes.
for whatever that is.
Yes.
That sounds like double talk, doesn't it?
No,
So let me say this. This substance is for all that it takes to make up a creation.
That's right.
You want to make some trees? It's in there.
That's
You
right.
want to make a man? It's in there. That's what I'm talking about. You see? Now you even eat whatever you eat, not for the lettuce and the tomato. You see?
Right.
But you got to go through this lettuce and tomato and hamburger and Jack in the Box, Jack in the Hat, or whatever. But there's something in the meat. There's something unseen. Are you listening?
Yes.
Now then the meat and the vegetable I eat is for this.
Right.
Go ahead.
You see? But the substance therein is for the enemy.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get you to see I'm feeding both simultaneously.
Very unity, Papa. That's right. That's
You
a
can't separate it.
That's right.
That's great.
You got it? Now, so what you're eating or what you're looking at is not really what you're after. You see?
Come on, Dad.
And your body will tell you, I had a taste for a good fish sandwich.
Right.
That is not your appetite. That's what you call it. It's your body telling you, I need the substance in a fish.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You see, your body tell you, it don't tell you, let's go down to the junkyard and get some arms. It'll tell you what kind of food to get.
Try to make it plain, Dad.
No, but your body talks to you all the time. You just won't listen.
Right.
You know, I try, and they had a thing about it. I said, you know, when you sit down and eat, your body tell you when you got enough to eat.
Right.
And they say, because as you eat, you say, your body says, I'm tired of this. But we go about, you know, umpteen miles past that. So the kids tell me, Dad, I breathe, but I went to the second one and third one, I didn't quit. But they found out what I told them was true. You see, you don't have to say, well, Dad said and that's it. No, here's the way you can find out.
No, that's right.
And when you breathe that, when you get, anything you get tired of, your body will sigh.
Right.
What you call it? And some of us are lazy. We don't breathe. I mean, it's like. And every now and then everybody full breathe. Let's take in a gust of it this time. And then some of us even too late to speed. And some of us go overboard. That's man, you know what I mean? Now you hang with me, because I'm really talking about something. I'm showing you don't know how to breathe, you don't know what that's about, you don't do that that's good for you. You don't pay no attention to your body tells you you want this, and you go get that. And you go to church, and your body, your enemy says, this ain't it. And you come out that line.
That's right.
Trinity AME Church.
Right.
That's it. God the Father, God, and your body's lying. That's not good for you. There's no substance in that. You understand now? Instead of, you know, I still think the truth tracks nuts. People come to class that never thought of fasting. I mean, every time, you eat breakfast, in between, snack afterwards, then lunch, and then supper, and then after supper. Eat all day long. Come to class, you're going to fast. You know what? They heard about Moses and Mount 40 days. See, now that was Yahweh. Moses did not say, well, I think I'll go up there in the mountain and fast 40 days. You see how we use common sense? Well, now, Yahweh sustained Moses. Because nobody can go without eating for 40 days, 40 nights, and live.
That's right. Heaven made it.
Nobody.
That's right.
Eating absolutely nothing. There people call themselves starving, like the Gandhi.
Right.
You see? Gandhi or whatever it is. But he didn't really fast. They gave him fluid. Water. And let me tell you something about that. I'm trying to get you, there's no way to defy a creed.
That's right.
When you act stupid, you follow me? I just say, nobody's ever looked directly in the sun in its zenith and didn't put out their eyesight. Luke says, I did. I said, Yahweh protects old folks and fools. And she didn't, it wasn't an insult to her. Don't do it. This was nuts. So you may temporarily, where things are blotted out for a minute and then you come on back. But it gives you enough to let you know you better quit fooling.
Come in there with that.
Do you get what I'm saying? This body you're wearing is this materialized.
Right.
And this has always been tabernacle and telling and talking with you.
That's right.
But we don't know what that is.
Teach.
You see? You follow me? And you must begin with the substance of anything. You see?
Go ahead.
That's taking it in its, without a shape and form, the substance. Like the cloud don't have any particular shape and form. And by those things, put on a shape and form.
Yes.
And that's what the gospel is preached, while Elohim is being formed in you.
Yes. Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
You must learn what is the ways of Yahweh. Example we've used over and over. We know adultery is not what we thought it was.
That's right.
You see? But listen, while I'm there, the reality of what adultery is so great, I have no time to fool with what it was naturally.
Go ahead. That's right. That's right.
Because that's not an excuse now, because my conscience, it don't clear my, knowing what adultery didn't clear my conscience up toward that. Which shows me that's still a dead work.
Go ahead. It
You
is.
see? And if a man that loves his wife ever catch you fooling with her, you will get killed.
That's right.
You will get immortality. You will get murderized. And I'm saying it that way. Why? Because Yahweh will not permit you to fool with his wife.
That's right.
And we being many are his wife
That's right.
or his bride. Or we're products of his creation, and he does not permit Satan. You'll understand where I'm coming from. You get in trouble fooling with things like that.
That's right.
That's why I tried the other night, trying to tell you something that would help you. Look, you have an inheritance from Yahweh.
That's right.
If you're not going to share it, then let them alone.
Yes.
That's not of you.
Yes. Yes.
There was a law back here. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You can't go out there and be with somebody because they're not in the class and then say whatever. You follow me? If you're going to do that, you better take the inheritance first.
Go ahead, Dad.
All right.
Because you've obligated yourself to share. You understand?
Right. Go ahead.
That's the reason why Yahweh, when he produced Eve or produced the angels, those were fellow heirs.
That's right.
Not just Elohim.
All right. Okay. Very good.
Now, if you're going to go get something, you make sure you take what you've got now
Right.
and give it to them first.
Right.
Because if you don't, you follow? And you just go after the natural side of them,
Right.
then you're robbing.
That's right.
You're not sharing your inheritance with them.
That's right. That's good. That's
That's
clean.
right.
All right.
You see, there's so many things involved, you just can't, you have to know what you're doing.
That's right.
You follow?
That's right.
And that's the importance of putting on this substance. Know what where it fits, how it operates. And what I was going to say about water, and Yahweh protecting the idiots. That's all it is. A show. You follow? Look, if I'm going to fight a cause, it means eat.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You gotta have the strength.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
No, in other words, when we go into battle for this cause, I'm too weak, I can't go nowhere. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Yahweh said, muster up your strength. He didn't say fast. Get able-bodied men. Well, they can't go because they've been fasting for 29 years. Weak. You understand?
Yes, sir.
No, but I'm trying to get you to stand up and be true soldiers.
Right. That's right.
I'm trying to show you how you do that. And if you don't know how it's done, then just be still and rejoice in the things you do know. But we try to tell folks, look, if you can ask a question while I'm answering one, you didn't hear the answer.
No.
Right. That's right.
You want to.
You cannot think of a question while a thing that is of Yahweh being answered for you.
Go ahead.
And it'll stop you. Wow.
That's right. Get that.
You follow me? That means while something is being said, you're forming the next question.
Right.
Oh.
In other words, I'm trying to say how intricate it can get. Then that keeps you from appreciating the answer you asked for. Yeah?
Yes.
So now faith is the substance. Just now we come down to the body. The secretion from male and female parents. So, you see? Do you understand? That's the substance by which you come forth. You see? Now that's the substance by which male and female come forth.
That's right.
You see? And then there is a substance by which Elohim comes forth.
Go ahead.
It's in there.
You follow? And the substance of the flesh and the substance of the inner man is in the self-same substance.
Yes.
Very good. Right.
Yes.
Very good.
You see that? You'll never get separated.
That's right.
Now then, faith then, which is the substance, comes from hearing.
Yes.
You see, not hearing about,
All
not
right.
an imagination.
All right.
If you get hungry for a hamburger, nobody can hand you a dirt sandwich and make you eat the hamburger.
Make it plain.
And I say dirt because some of the things we receive is dirt.
That's right.
In other words, it's earthly. That's what it is.
Right.
That's right.
You got it? Then faith in the substance, read.
Of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen.
Now, here's the evidence. I'm trying to break you where you see. Now, here's the woman go along. Like here's one.
That's right.
Picking berries out. Now, as she begins to grow, we don't have to ask her what she's been doing. We know.
That's right.
No way to hide it.
That's right.
Yes.
And listen, and you look at that as Yahweh doing this.
That's right. He's
Not nothing to snicker about, something
That's
that
right.
you think done secretly and all them kind of things. I'm telling you, Yahweh, he's exposing it now, and will be long gonna bring it, show it to all of us.
That's right. Bring that gift right on in.
Another tabernacle.
That's
thing.
right.
You see? But I'm saying, you don't have to hope. 9 months of sin
Yes.
coming forth.
Yes.
Then you say, I hope it's a boy, or I hope it's a girl.
Right.
Well, once you see what it is, that's it.
Obviously.
You're not hoping for it no more. You got it.
That's right.
That's right.
Now that's what he's talking about here. And hope, you keep on hoping all your life. Here's a child boy. You still hope you have a kid. You're stupid.
Go ahead.
You won't accept facts.
Very good.
And that's the way people are. Now, what? He appeared down here in Egypt. I'm on the move. He appeared down here in Egypt. You see? Before he could appear here, he had to appear to Abraham in Canaan's land.
Go ahead.
You see? In order to prove that he appeared to Moses and the prophets.
That's right.
You see? And there was time according to what he's saying, you listen now.
Great.
According to what he's saying to Abraham, declares whether he will appear to him or put a body on to him.
Go ahead, Dad.
Okay.
Because there's certain things he said in this form and certain things he said in this.
Right. Okay.
And he's got to move according to that.
Okay.
Teach us, Papa. Teach us.
You follow? And when you read the holy name or any other Bible, you don't know what the hell's going on. You don't
That's
want to say
right.
Yahweh, Elohim, you don't know who's doing the talking.
That's right.
You see? And they are one, but the office, you understand? Like when like Lisa said, that when he appeared here on the day of Pentecost, they didn't know him as Joshua.
Right. That's right.
You see? What do you think he meant? Henceforth no more shall we know him.
That's right.
Well, he appeared when he rose from the dead. He's still appearing to earthly men.
Go ahead.
So he had an earthly appearance as they knew him.
Right.
But on the day of Pentecost, no.
Do it, Dad.
You follow? Can't do it now. See, to prove henceforth, no, you understand? Henceforth no more shall we know no man. As we once knew him in the flesh.
Oh, Dad.
Where do you think Paul got that expression from?
That's right.
Why do you think there was enough description about Joshua that he would have spotted him anywhere he saw him?
That's right.
But when he saw that great being, you
What did he
understand?
say,
He
Dad?
said, who art thou?
All right.
He's the one I've been hearing about.
All right.
You see that now?
Do it.
No, I didn't been there. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't give a damn what you say.
Right.
Somebody said, he said, I am Yahshua. No, he didn't either.
All
Right.
right.
It's translated in your Bible.
Very good.
You appeared to him. You know what you're saying.
And listen, I tell you why. You go back in Moses. He never did tell Moses, I'm Yahshua.
That's right.
Gone.
Right.
That's
It
right.
exists.
He went on the mountain, come back and said, I'm Yahshua. Walked
Gone.
out. Moses was made to know this personality went up,
Right.
saw him, and when we come back down,
Beautiful.
Very good.
you see?
Man don't come out of his sleep without
You saw? That's how he knew.
look right through that.
The founder said, one of the founders said he wasn't too acquainted with this Yahshua you call.
Go ahead.
You saw?
Huh?
When he come up out of Egypt with it.
Yes.
When he went up the mount with it. I know just two of us went.
Right.
Right.
Who was that invited me into?
Right.
And just for your information, that didn't look like the one he lived.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Dad. Go
Yes,
ahead.
Anyhow, he institutes creation and all, and there's a mystery involved in it. You see, and that's been said to you tonight,
Yes.
right? This is crazy. Now, brother, you say, well, why did it please him to make us stupid? Why don't you rather rejoice that he's, you know,
He kept his promise.
kept his promise,
That's right.
and now you found, and I tell you what, he kept you stupid to keep you from fooling with it. In other words, it can be a blessing you not knowing.
That's right.
You know what they say, old saying, ignorance is bliss?
It is.
Because if you'd have been fooling around with some things that you knew was Yahweh the wrong way, you could have got killed.
Yes.
Quick.
That's right.
You see? So in that Satan was permitted to deceive you in eat suppers and join church, then you're innocent.
Right. That's right.
You see?
That's right.
Then he said, and remember, every one of you here is not called of PIDMR.
That's right.
See, if you could just remember that. You see? You follow? And you know, you talking about, you know, when you get, usually when people get stiff and say religious things, it's because they're wrong.
That's right, Dad.
You know, so, well, you know that's wrong. I don't give a damn. That's wrong. You know right there, and he knows it's wrong.
That's right.
Because the person that knows right and wrong, he just is calm about it.
Go ahead.
I mean, you know, you can't upset him. Or he may speak boisterous in trying to prove something to you.
Right.
You see, follow?
Go ahead, Dad.
But he's not upset about what you're talking.
That's a fact.
You know, you say his name is Jehovah all you want to. All you have to do is breathe. That's it. I don't care what you read. That's it. So, and we can't rejoice. Well, why did he permit them? Damn, that's not why he permitted them to change his name. You understand what I'm saying? We can't rejoice in the power of it. We're worried about, well, who took the name out?
Right.
You know, it's like people say, how many wives did Clark Gable have before he died?
Go ahead, Dad.
You know, he right to the inquiry, you know. Was Ronald Reagan ever married to so-and-so? And they write the answer back. And it didn't do you a damn bit of good. You're not even going on no quiz program. You know, in other words, I'm saying we learn a whole lot. We lean over the back fence and shit about everybody in the neighborhood. And it don't do you no good.
That's right.
It don't encourage you. It don't inspire you. Even after you hear how no good somebody is, you're not inspired to go help them. You know what you're going to do? Talk about it like a dog, like everybody else. You see what I mean? So that is useless. You understand? Time and energy spent in something that's never going to take on no shape and form. But by the preaching of the gospel, you see, it has the power to produce an immortal spirit.
Right.
Dwelling in a mortal body.
That's right.
You see, and I wouldn't turn that loose for nothing.
Go ahead.
You see, and you know, some of you get mad because you make a mistake. It ain't the first one. You didn't make your first mistake coming in.
Come on.
That's right.
All right.
When you went to school, you said 2 and 2 was 7.
Say what?
Or whatever.
Yes,
You
sir.
didn't teach the market X. You didn't die and quit school.
That's right.
After everything was learning it right.
Yes, sir.
And the place of learning it right, now you with everybody, I know what to do. You know, the kid said, what's 7, 7?
That's right.
You know the answer now, right? Look for the kid that ain't got his hand up. Then some of them got hit to that. They don't know the answer. They study that and put the hand up in there. Don't call them. I'm doing all this to lead in. So then all that Yahweh is transformed. You see? From spirit, I'm trying to use words, to materialization while retaining the threefold nature of it.
Yes.
You see? On into infinity.
Go on, Dad.
You see? Because that's where it comes from. In other words, in everything that is threefold, whatever one component of that threefold makes, that's threefold.
Yes.
It goes on to infinity. In other words, there's no end to Yahweh. There's no beginning.
Hallelujah.
You see? You follow that? When you're talking about an end to something, you're talking about something created.
All right.
You're talking about something born.
All right.
You follow?
Thank you.
But he that makes it, you see? We said this. You can look at your watch and tell me what time it is, but you can't tell me how old the man is that made the watch.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
You got it? Now what I'm asking is what he done now. He wrote the book as the Bible through the mouth first,
Right.
then through writing after the flood. He spoke it, then he wrote it.
Go ahead.
You get it? Now then when he come on, he said, now you search the scriptures. In other words, everything that he was going to do, are you listening now?
Yes.
Was already contained in what you call the law and the prophets. You see? Now when you go to court, you know you have to find some witnesses.
Right.
You see? Now either you have to have the witnesses all within you, that
Yes.
you can convince a jury,
Yes.
or you go get somebody to deny it.
That's
But
right.
you don't always have to have witnesses.
No.
Right.
You see? But that means you're able to defend and prove to their satisfaction.
Right.
You see?
Yes, sir. That's good, sir.
That's right. Yes,
Excellent.
sir.
Got it?
Very good.
Yes.
Now, so then, talking about faith comes. Now we talking about a Messiah. You want to know, am I saved? Right?
Yes.
And people that practice what Messiah done don't believe they're saved.
That's right. That's right.
And they call it practicing something that you might know that they are saved or they have accepted Jesus.
Right.
In their hearts, they give their life to Jesus.
Right.
You don't have a life to give him.
That's right.
It ain't your life. It ain't your body. You see that now? Those things sound hard.
They do.
But see, let me move. Now watch. I'm trying to, everything he said up, he showed Moses, he gives you a few examples of Moses. He showed Moses in the beginning, in the Genesis, right?
Yes, sir.
That the Spirit, it didn't say about man.
That's right.
You see? And that Spirit was the expression of Yahweh.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
In other words, it was Yahweh expressed in a man-like incorporeal body. You follow?
Word. Go on, Dad. Go on, Dad.
You understand?
Yes.
Paul says, that the Spirit speaketh expressly. What are you talking about? This?
Yes.
This is this speaking with an expression.
Yes.
See it now? So in the beginning, Spirit of Yahweh, Spirit is Him, of Yahweh is this.
Yes.
You see? It moved upon the face, a dark, void, no particular shape, form, chaotic condition. And yet to Him, it was organized.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
see that?
right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You follow? Now, He has to do it that way to show that He is the creator of it. You
All
understand?
right.
What man does is see this and see that and find it and lays claim to it.
Right.
They're inventors.
Right.
They're founders of something. Like George Washington is the father of America. United States. You know damn well you didn't give birth to the United States. You see? Right? And look how long the United States was here for, we got a father for it. You get it? And we know now nothing can exist without the father or parent substance. You see? So what he doing is laying claim to something Yahweh's already done.
That's right.
So did
You understand that? Now, follow me now. So everything he's doing, then he gets another witness. And here's how he does it. Make sure you understand. This is one I'm going to appear to. I'm going to appear to this one. You follow me? And I'm coming right down the line. Moses,
Yes.
Adam,
Bring it.
Cain,
Come on. That's
Abel.
right.
you follow me?
That's
Every one of those down. You follow me?
Yes.
They knew him. They could give you the same description.
That's right.
Right.
So now let's pick it up, Exodus 24, 9, 10, and 16. I gotta go.
Then
I
when,
held you the other night, I'm gonna let you go. I'm tired.
That's right.
then when that Moses and Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the elders of
Now
Israel.
why are you taking all them for? I've already created the heaven and earth in 6 days, and on the 7th day I've rested. So give me 7 days. And I am the Father, the Father, the Word, the Holy Spirit, and one embodiment, so give me 3 that's going to see that. You see? So that's 73. And I got one more reveal it to that'll tell you about all the rest of it. Come here, Mo. See? We always talk about them many going up there, but I'm telling you, man. Why?
Right.
See? Now, 3 witnesses are the Father, Word, and Holy Spirit. These 3 are one. You follow me? So the law was duplicated in the same manner. You see? You had the 10 commandments, you follow me? With 3 laws on one side and 7 on the other. Now, a lot of times when you go in biblical stores, look and see if it's not 5 on one side and 5 on the other. Why? Because we got to balance this thing out. You see? But what it's about, the first 3 commandments all pertain to him.
Go ahead.
What he was, the rest pertain to man. Told you who he was. You got it?
Yes.
And he had not yet been joined unto you, so you had that 2 tables. This is where you knew. You see? You got it? Now, by that same law now, he's writing, in other words, the threefoldness, each day comes in by that pattern. Darkness, dark, light, day, with the twilight in the middle. That's threefold.
Right.
You see? And I'm convinced, I come through each day, that's why they're like this, see those lines in there, showing forth 3, but see, though you have morning, noon, and night, it's Friday.
That's right.
I'm calling it Friday.
Yes.
This morning at light, this morning, today at noon, and tonight.
Right.
It's still Friday.
That's right.
It's the same day.
Right.
The way we look at it.
Yes.
Now, so then, man, when he gets to man, he's spirit, soul, body. Right? Now here's what I've done. I've brought everything out by this man and put it into this one. That's what I done. And all this out here tells you what's in him.
That's right.
You see? That's what it's for.
Yes.
I didn't create this because I wanted to do something or had nothing to do. You want to know about me? Look at the creation. It's telling you.
That's true, Dad. That is
You get it now? And you're drawn to creation. And there's people so in love with creation, they said, does the creator have to destroy the trees? Couldn't he just leave those? No, because he got something better. You think a tree something.
Go ahead.
Wait till you see the real you. And none walk around in the airplane like that.
Do it, Dad.
And that ain't got no age on it either. But anyhow, I'm sorry to say that. Anyhow, let me move on. Now, then everything I'm telling man to do, I'm going to have those 2 or 3 witnesses. And I showed you here. You follow? Are you listening? Because I want to get down to something. Now, so then, man is spirit, soul, and body. Now, make me an ark. You got that principle's got to repeat. All life is coming out of this man. You follow me? And to prove it, coming out of this man, the woman come out of the man.
Right.
You see? Remember now, you're dealing with a mystery, not a bone. It's a treasure. We deal with a mystery. You see? But it shows the makeup of an inner being, you see, as well as the outward being.
Very good.
You follow?
That was it.
Now, here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
He has to take the woman from the man to show you a source.
Yes.
The man has to come from Elohim, which
Yes.
shows you the source.
Yes.
Elohim comes from Yahweh, which is the ultimate source.
Yes.
You get it?
Very
And that
good.
principle must follow all the way down. You got it? So then, if it was dark in the beginning of creation, all life was in Elohim, and he said, let there be light, then Noah made me an ark, which is black within, put one door in it and one window. I am the door that opens up ages and dispensations.
Yes.
I'm the one that opens up the door of your understanding.
Yes.
You follow?
Yes.
I am the door to the kingdom.
That's right.
No man enters in the kingdom unless he comes by me.
That's
And
right.
if this is the kingdom of Yahweh, if this is the kingdom of Yahweh, you're not going to get in unless you come to that door.
Speak.
You see that? So there's more than one kind of door.
Come on.
You see? And anybody that opens the door does not stand outside, you see, and wonder what's inside. You go through the door. Oh, but really. Moses, that's what I want to say. Moses, when that chaotic darkness went behind, he went through the door.
That's right.
The door was shut behind him. You see? Huh? But anyhow. Now what? So all life, since it came out of Adam, because the first week I told you about right, divine age, dispensation.
Right.
And they told you about the post moving. Isn't that bad? You see?
Yes, sir.
And that's rightly dividing the word. And faith comes from hearing about how the word performs.
Yes.
You see
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Because you're not going to see it. You understand? Unless he show it to you.
That's right.
Your Bible came into existence by Yahweh showing it to somebody.
That's right.
You follow me? And in Romans 1:19, he said he did show it.
Go ahead.
Got it? Now. So, what I'm trying to get you to see, that's in the flesh, you must fulfill it in the flesh.
Yes.
Not by doing it, but in your understanding. Where it's so nailed down so tight. Well, wait a minute now. Let me check this out. Now Moses didn't do this in the prophecy. Did Joshua do that? No, but you check and find out what all was to be done. He done it.
That's right.
Because if you missed a beat, you see, you lost.
That's right.
I mean, if you missed anywhere along the line.
Right.
So you got a full-time job in your flesh, seeing him operate the flesh.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I'm after something too. I didn't say go do it now.
Right. Right. Yeah, okay.
It's not given to you to do it. It's given to you to understand it.
Yes.
You see? And you understand it, it's fulfilled.
That's right.
You get it? Because there's a new man being formed.
Right. Right. Right.
You see?
All right.
The gospel being preached for that new man to be formed.
Yes. That's the understanding. Go on,
All right,
Dad.
and get it done.
Go on,
But to me
Dad.
up here, it's real easy.
Go on.
See? But, yeah, let me come on there. And we see that, like, on the day of Pentecost, let me do it that way. He get that, baby. I'm chopping up too much. Luke 24:44. Now look, folks. This is not, what you're going to read here is not him in no physical body now.
That's right.
You can read Matthew 3:13, 3:14, whatever.
Matthew 3:13.
That I am come to fulfill.
Right.
Right.
Sometimes go look and see what fulfill means.
Right.
So look, here's what I'm saying. A couple of times it's written, and he said it more than that. I am come to fulfill. Say when he had on one of these on. And they got mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
That's right.
And crucified him because he said he was the son.
That's right.
And he didn't get mad at him because he's fulfilling. You understand that? Then when he raised from the dead, it's got the same story.
That's right. He shall.
These are the words I've spoken to you. While I was yet with you.
Go ahead.
You get it now? What do you mean with us? Where are you now? I ain't in the flesh.
That's right. Told him.
That's right.
Man, if you you can understand some things I'm not even saying. Give me attention.
That's right.
Because him that's dwelling in you will reveal it.
That's right.
You follow?
Go ahead.
We know the frailties of these bodies.
Yes.
You follow me? But I'm saying every jot and every tittle, he had to fulfill it to move this creation out and the flesh out with it.
That's right.
You see? Because after the fall, you're dealing with sinful flesh. The flesh you got on now isn't.
That's right.
Right. That flesh you can receive of him in this flesh,
Yes.
which is a prepared sacrificial
Yes.
body.
Yes,
You understand?
sir.
That's alive
Yes.
That's
and not a dead sacrifice.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Understand? Of Romans 1. Therefore, present your body as a living
Yes.
sacrifice. The
Right.
administration of death is over with.
Yes.
And so I'm saying, right, why you continually kill yourself?
Right.
You see? You offering up yourself for somebody else ain't no good no more.
Right.
It don't save nobody. That's the reason why you just have to forgive it and forget it. It ain't help nobody.
Go ahead, Dad.
Yes, sir.
You see? Because anything that you overcome, that means something has to die.
That's right.
To an error, to a mistake, forget it.
Right.
And the more you're fooling it, the worse it gets.
Yes.
That's true.
You see?
That's right.
Then you say, well, I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't done it.
There
Well, I
you
wouldn't have. There you go.
There it is. Fire with fire.
And it bragging about it or whatever. I've never made a mistake. That was the first one.
That's-
You see? You get it? What I'm after is showing everything. You see this? I talked about 3 of them here, 70 elders, right?
Yes, sir.
Got to fulfill that by taking Peter, James, and John into the high mountain. Matthew 17:1 says, then after 6 days,
Right.
I'll tell you what it says. In the Exodus, after 6 days,
That's right.
Right. Yes, right.
the cloud abode top Mount Sinai, and after the 6 days, on the 7th day called Moses. Why the 7th? Because I've already worked, creating the heavens and earth. Now I'm resting from it.
Right.
Now if I'm going to tell you how I did it, you got to come in the same damn man. You see? And Moses went in the Sabbath, went through the 6 days of creation, and come back out on the Sabbath.
That's right.
When he said, and Yahweh rested from all the work, the 6 days, then the 7th day, then that's when he come back out.
Yes.
You see?
Grace to grace.
Now here's what your question should be. I told you it's up there 40 days, 40 nights.
Right.
So we talked about 6 days and 7 day rested. Where's the other 33?
Hello.
You see? That was him instructing him how to build his tabernacle.
Right.
You see? Well, when did that happen? Between the morning and the evening. I mean, the evening and the morning.
Go ahead. Go
In other
ahead.
words, when he explained him how he creates the heaven and earth, if you look at clock this way. From this is 3, right?
Yes.
When Hebrews do it.
Go
From the
ahead.
6th to the 9th hour, or this is 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Beautiful.
So this is in the morning, going around, and where nighttime would come in is where he's showing him how to make this tabernacle.
Go ahead.
See? Then when he comes back, then he moves back in to showing. See? So he's learning to build the tabernacle by the pattern of the creation that Yahweh's showing him.
Teach, Dad.
See that now?
Teach.
And this is him that's going to come 33 and live 33 years
Yes.
in the fulfillment of
That's
it.
the body.
All right.
And he is the Elohim from heaven, so that makes 40. See, I'm the everything has got to be jotted. Now, what's it? Now, what is he talking? I'm talking about faith comes from hearing. You have to see this in your eyes of understanding. Remember I was talking about somebody, with kids said, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? It would be a stupid statement if you couldn't see what was being said.
That's right.
You see, as words are being said, as Messiah said, the words I speak unto you, their spirit, their life. And they take upon a divine picture on the cosmic screen of your conscience if you give your undivided attention.
Yes.
So? Now,
That's a true statement.
so then he's got to fulfill, you see? How do we know that you are the Messiah? You come in saying you were.
Go ahead.
He's got to be born of a virgin, virgin Mother Earth.
Yes.
And when we say virgin, Mother, we're not talking about earth being a mama and, give birth to some kids.
Ain't no fairy tale.
Okay.
We know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Right.
You see, like you say, we deal with a mystery. You see, and we still say it the same way, but the mystery is solved.
Yes.
Adam didn't come from no dust, no dirt.
That's right.
His natural body or his spirit.
Tell it.
Look out.
Paul said, we speak the wisdom of Yahweh hidden in the mystery. Where's it? Right in it.
That's right. Take the covers off.
You follow? Now, watch. So he takes, watch. It gets so tight. Aaron is the older, and these Nadab and Abihu are his two sons.
That's right.
After 6 days. Here it is here. Peter is the father of James and John.
That's right.
You see? High Mount. Now he's talking about the tabernacle.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And Peter said, let us make 3 tabernacles.
That's
Now remember now, he said 3. So they say, see, I told you 3 for a different one. No, Peter was wrong.
right.
But he showed for his love for Moses.
Tell
Let's
it.
make one for Moses.
Tell it, Dad.
One for Elias, down the
Yeah.
basket, and one for you. Don't leave
Yeah.
nobody out.
Yes. Do it, Dad.
You see?
Oh.
It wasn't that he didn't understand them 3 were the same.
You
see? But now, Messiah sort of backed him up. He said, in my father's house many mansions.
All right.
So he built more than 3 tabernacles.
Right.
Every one of you got a tabernacle of Yahweh, so he built more than 3. You see that now? You did? So anyhow, what I'm saying, it has to be tight. Aaron, the oldest, 2 sons.
Yeah.
Pete, oldest, 2 sons.
Right.
Somebody said, where's the 70 others? Those are the 70 was casting out demonic spirits. The disciples didn't know.
That's right.
You see? You follow? Every jot and tittle. Now that's what he said, think not that I've come to destroy the law, nor the prophets, but I'm come to fulfill. And listen, man had gotten to such a degraded state and so far removed from principles, you see?
Right.
You understand? That he would kill you if you didn't worship the God he created.
That's right. Yes.
You see? So in order to prepare that body, you listen to what I'm trying to tell you. That's what we call look, special prepared sacrificial body. If he just put this on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just spiritually, naturally for him. Sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But now you have to put something in this now. You understand? That's not common. You see, and it was illustrated in the ox and bull back here where you castrated them.
Yes.
And all they had their attention on doing the work. You follow? You understand? He couldn't be running around after women folks. He couldn't be doing this or anything somebody said, you ain't nothing, and take it off.
Go on, Dad.
You see?
Go on, Dad.
And that's what I'm trying to get you to see. Once you understand who you are, you don't take on no more condemnation. That's a body prepared and fitted for a kingdom. What are you talking about? Some made mistakes are made for your benefit.
Right. That's right. That's a fact.
Anyhow.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Well, this one was made for our benefit.
Yes, sir.
And all I'm saying, every jot and every tittle. You see? He's got to fulfill. Look, I put a sun in, put a sun in heaven on the 4th day. Right?
Right.
Now the sun, S-U-N and the S-O-N is already worked together.
That's right.
You see? There's the sun here, see? Coming down with the S-O-N. And then here's a 4,000-year shot. Bam! Now, as it begins to dawn toward the first day, then here comes the Son of Yahweh and the sun coming up together. You see? But by the time you get down here, you just forgot about this.
Go ahead.
That told you who Adam was.
That's right.
If it wasn't, the sun wouldn't work with him.
That's right.
You see, how can you get the sun coming down with him? He ain't no damn good, he's dumb. And it coming up with a bright one over here. The sun looked like it would have refused to have anything to do with him.
That's right.
I mean, S-U-N.
Right.
It wouldn't have worked with him. You see? But it obeyed him that created him.
All
And
right.
that's the thing. That's how you begin now also to identify him that speaks to the creation as well as that that's in it.
Yeah.
Obeys his command.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, well. He got out some kind of way. You found? Yeah. Every step. Now watch. I told you. Now watch. So they can see. Now he been telling folks. I mean, the scripture told you about searching. See? If I tell you, it's got to be somewhere in there.
Yes.
It told you I'd be born of a virgin, didn't it? See? Moses told you. Moses also told you when I'd be born.
That's right.
Right.
Say, well, he didn't get no birthday and all that. Yes, he did.
That's right.
In the birth of the creation, he told you.
Do it, Dad.
You follow me? If he saw that on the 6th day, it tells you what day he's going to be born on. In the flesh, not this way now.
Oh, Dad.
That was the day in eternity he put on a fleshly body. See that? So that's telling you what his birth date is going to be. 25th won't get it. See?
Beautiful.
You follow me? So he's telling Moses all there is to them. Yeah. So then what? I'm the one that created the Son. So that makes me the resurrection.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yeah, right.
So then the Son has to come in according to the creation.
Right.
The Son in the heaven and the Son on earth.
That's right.
They're going to work together.
Yes.
You see? Like they did in the back end. So now, Lazarus dies. Right? So they go and get him. Messiah. And I mean, they hadn't fixed.
That's right.
Bang! Comes down, quick.
Understand that.
You know. And he looked at him. And what he did, I'm going to go into what he was doing them other 3 days.
All
Because he
right.
sure wasn't sitting there loafing. But here's how you, if you look on these 3 days, you find out what he was doing.
Go ahead, Dad.
Because he's working in harmony with it. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Great.
So then after 4 days, then he goes down and says, where have you laid him? Look, he knows from whence his body comes.
Oh, Dad.
So he asked him, where have you laid him? Because really, they didn't know where they had laid him.
No.
Yes, sir.
No.
But anyhow.
All right.
Yes, sir.
He raised Lazarus, come forth. Mystery. How did a dead man, as you look at him, hear his voice? Greater yet, how did dead chaotic matter?
Wow.
You see? Hear him say when he said, let there be. And thus it was. You see that now? And the way, I've asked that question several times and nobody's answered, so I'll answer because it's the same substance speaking to us. Remember I told you the power is in the substance?
Right. Yes,
You
sir.
see? So you don't speak to the vessel itself,
That's
that's the
right.
substance, you speak to the substance itself.
That's right.
Big.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
Now, where Betty's going to read Betty quick. Oh, I'll get that quick. Let me just explain this. I'll take it up from there. Read.
Luke 24:44.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh.
Luke 24:44.
Mm-hmm.
These are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you.
What words? One, some of them were I come to fulfill.
Right.
You see? Them some of the words I spoke to you. And I also spoke to you, I must be crucified. When he said, no, it ain't, yes, I told you.
All right.
See that now? So these are the words I spoke while I was yet with a physical body.
All right.
You got it now? Now he is risen, you see, and he's appearing to them in 11 different times.
Right.
Why 11? Because there's 11 apostles, there's disciples left.
Right.
You see, and the 11 makes Elohim in the beginning and Elohim in the end.
Right. More than one.
Yes,
Is
sir.
dead.
You see, that's why 11. And your Bible says, and then Peter's standing up with the 12. No, it wasn't.
How many dead?
The 10.
That's right.
He made the 11 himself.
All right.
You know, and they say Peter was the first pope.
All right. Cool.
You see? You're a pope lie.
Right.
And he wasn't the first one the Messiah chose.
That's right.
Read it sometime. We just buy anything and predicate eternal life on it. and you're going to lose. You see, now I show you. Andrew was one that
right.
discerned who he was.
Right.
Just from looking at it, and went back and got his brother Peter. And told Peter, I have found the Messiah.
Yes,
Right.
And Messiah ain't opened his mouth to him.
That's right.
You get it? Then he went back and got Peter. You see? You understand? Now, I'll tell you why it's like that. Eliab reached back into his father and drew out
There it is.
what Yahweh had purposed. So his first name, Andrew's got to be his name.
Peace.
You see, Peter means Cephas or stone. In other words, when the thing became steadfast, it became like a rock.
Yes,
So
sir.
then Peter had to be named.
Yes, sir.
And you come right down through those vocations with those men. You find them be scribes, tax collectors, and all them guys, and they got to fit right in order.
Yes, sir.
You see that?
Right.
Anyhow, these are the words while I spoke while I was yet with you. He's appearing to them now. You follow? Now remember I said there's certain things he has to do in a certain place. Are you listening? So let me quit now so you don't get mad at me. See now, in the army was no fish. And he told him, said, there shall be no more signs given other than Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days. So shall the man, son of man. You see? Wait a minute, teacher there. Didn't you say that Joshua was Yahweh or the Father himself? Yeah. But as you come down through the unity of spirit, this gave birth to the body you're looking at.
Right.
So this fathered that.
Go ahead.
That's like he said, the Father's in me and I'm in the Father. You follow me? So he was this man's son.
All right.
You understand? But none after the flesh.
Right.
You see that now?
Yes.
That should clear for all I didn't remember. Now, read then, quick.
These are the words that I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me.
Huh? Wait a minute. Y'all check her? Somebody don't know how to read. Concerning the things we ought to be doing.
No.
You see that now? Now that's what I mean. First, faith. Now read. Faith comes from here. No, I tried to touch some of the things that he done.
Yes, sir.
You see? The lamb down in here in Egypt put his blood on the lintel of the door. When he's crucified, there's the lamb with the blood. You follow me?
Yes.
You follow me? And you can get so polytechnical that they could not nail his feet apart.
Right.
Because he had 5 points of blood, and the piercing inside would have been 6. Well, didn't he create heaven and earth in 6 days? Yeah, but there wasn't no blood on all of them.
Do it,
Just put
Dad.
blood in the right place.
Right.
You see, almost all things are purged with blood, but not everything.
Yes, Dad.
You see, you put blood in the tree, it's down.
Teach.
See that now?
Teach.
But the principle is there. You
Yeah.
see that now? The sap in the tree is a life-giving, just like the blood is with you.
That's right.
Right.
You see? You get it now? That's how polytechnic you can come through here with and see him operate. You see? Now, these words while I speak while I was yet with you. Right? Read. How that all things must be fulfilled. Now go ahead and finish it up.
All right, Romans 10:17. So then, faith cometh by hearing, and that by the word of Yahweh.
Now, you see that? It takes a man that had Yahweh had revealed it to.
That's right.
With Moses and the prophet, he showed it to him.
That's right.
Now, you want some faith by it? You're going to have to go to that one.
Yes.
To this day, you're going to have to go to Moses. I don't give a damn if you do call yourself throwing out Moses and prophet, you're going to have to go there.
That's right. Right at the bottom.
Because you're not going to have no faith
Got it.
until you see what Moses and them said he would do, and the prophets confirmed it, and then watch him move.
That's right.
You see? Then now, are you listening now? Then that faith now, you see, that you become from hearing the word, then you become that new creature.
That's right.
You see that now?
That's right.
Behold, if any man be in the Messiah, he's a new creature. You see? Not a new creature, but all things become new. Water baptism becomes a new thing to you.
Do it.
I don't mean to go practice.
Right.
You thought water would save you, and now you know it was the baptism of repentance, and you know that water covered their sins for 3.5 years.
Right.
You see? In other words, there's more to it than that. Here's a creation in its sum total immersed in water. You see?
Right.
And I could back up and say, where did the water come from and where did the creation come from?
Yes, you
You
can.
understand? But I'm beginning at a focal point in infinity called creation. You see, so give me a break. You follow me? And that shows the creation always baptized in him. You was in the creation. Just like Adam was in Mother Earth. If Mother Earth was in there, nobody ever got outside of it. Nobody knows once too, even trying. You see?
That's it.
So all I'm saying to you, faith comes from here. You have to see him, watch him. You see? You follow me? Then you become that new creature. You see? The former things that pass away. And when I say former things, I'm talking about anything that you knew carnal. Anything that you knew physical. You hear me? You don't walk, you don't talk, you don't do nothing the same. You don't look at nothing the same.
Speak.
You follow me? If you got up in the morning griping, but damn, morning came too soon. You understand? And if you begin to recognize Yahweh shine on you one more time, and you shut your mouth and be grateful. You understand?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And you can face every day with a more pleasant attitude. You see? I've been on jobs that good morning. They say, what's good about it? I look at them, you're living, aren't you?
That's right.
Rather than try to name a whole lot of things else. Yeah, you want me to tell you what's good about it? It takes me all day long. You see? So I said, well, you're living. Oh, Yahweh still breathing. You see what I mean? But we take the cares of this life, and they mold us into dispositions and characters. You follow me? And we come in building on a competitive way of life. You see what I mean? You come and find, hey, ain't nothing but Yahweh. At least just take down, just give it all up. And as soon as you give it all up, as soon as you get it all back.
That's right.
You see? You're not going to throw none away. You can't have it back in righteousness. But you can't have it the way you got it because you holding it in unrighteousness. You see? Hey, I ain't got just one wife. See? Every woman in the world is my wife. See? And I'm every woman in the world's husband. You see that? So give up one, give them all. You understand that? What I mean by that? In other words, I see in that woman the same thing that's in my own. I begin to, so I got them all. See, and I respect them as Yahweh has performed. I don't mean I'm running around with them.
No.
See, but I treat them knowing that if I go to any woman and teach her something that's not so, that's messing with the bride. So I have to treat that woman that it would be my sister as though it would be my wife. You see? You follow? And that's what you owe one another. You see? And unless you do that, ain't nobody gonna see y'all. They'll see that you don't know what the hell they'll discern that.
Excellent.
You see? I hope you got something out of it. Let's try to back up with the previous.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you very much.
Given by the Institute of Environmental Physical Research Incorporated. This school was founded in the year of 1930 by a divine vision or revelation given to our founder, Dr. Henry C. Kinley, in the state of Ohio. Later on, we were incorporated in California in the year of 1958. We are presently operating 25 different branch schools throughout the United States, including Canada, England, and Belgium. This is a school and not a church, nor do we teach by the false names of Lord God and Jesus Christ, but by the true names of Yahweh, Elohim, and Yahshua. Okay, now Yahweh is spirit. Those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Okay, Yahweh is the sum total of some 9 major attributes: wisdom, intelligence, love, knowledge, beauty, justice, foundation, power, and strength. These 9 major attributes took on a body known as Elohim without flesh, blood, or bone. Okay, now Yahweh Elohim took on a prepared sacrificial body known as Yahshua Messiah. Yahshua Messiah came in to institute and to fulfill the law and the prophets. Yahweh is the spirit, and he chose to symbolize itself, the cloud, because the cloud has no particular shape or form. As you see, this cloud surrounds the boundaries of this chart to show that everything lives, moves, and has us being within Yahweh and not without.
That's right.
For further explanation of the true names, would you please refer to the preface of your Holy Name Bible? At this time, I'd like to introduce our officers. One of our ushers, Dr. Dale Warren.
All right.
And another one of our ushers, Dr. Reuben Bailey.
Hello.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to read the aims of our school, which is as follows. 1 is to help you find and know Yahweh, our Elohim, as he really is and actually exists. 2 is to form a nucleus of universal brotherhood of humanity in Yahshua Messiah without distinction of race or nationality, creed, sex, caste, or color. 3 is to investigate the unexplained spirit law or so-called law of nature and the powers latent in man. 4 is to encourage and to promote the study of the scriptures, comparative religions, psychology, philosophy, and modern practical and occult science. 5 is to extirpate current superstition, skepticism, and ignorance. 6, to learn, know, and understand the operation of Yahweh's eternal purpose through the dispensations and ages. 7, to discern and avoid being deceived by Lucifer, the serpent, the devil, or Satan and his demons, operating the mystery of iniquity on earth through dispensations of time. 8 is to earnestly contend for the common salvation and faith which was once delivered unto the sons or children of Yahweh. 9 is to make known that Yahweh from the beginning ordained there is no other name given among men whereby man can be saved, save in the name of Yahshua Messiah. 10 is to inherit eternal life now in the kingdom of Yahshua Messiah with the hope of immortal glorification in the new earth state. Our watchword is peace and our slogan is speak the truth. Our theme is taken from Matthew 24:14 and 15, which reads, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached through all the world as a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come, when ye shall therefore see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place. Whosoever readeth, let him understand." We now have a prayer by Dr. Denise Vine and a scripture from Psalms 23rd chapter by Dr. Betty Bailey.
Good morning, class.
Good morning.
And let us all bow in our hearts and minds and ask Yahweh to continue to give us a pure heart and a pure mind so that we might continue in his ways and that we truly love one another and hear that spirit that abides within each one of us. And I ask those things in his son's name, Yahshua the Messiah. Let us all say,
Hallelujah.
Good morning, class.
Good morning.
I'll be reading out of the King James Version of the Bible, inserting the true and correct names of the Creator. Psalms, the 23rd chapter. Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever.
24.
Oh, I'm so, okay.
I know. Our first speaker for today's lecture will be Dr. Danny Kateri.
All right.
That was a surprise. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And see, There's Spanish-speaking people in the crowd here. I'd like to start off this morning by saying that I'm proud to be a member of this class. As little as it may seem, there's a lot of power here.
That's right.
And the reason for that being is because what we speak is the truth. And there's power in truth. No matter how small a person may be or how small a group of people may be, if they speak the truth, there's power in it.